Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to another episode of Around the Reef. Guys, in case you haven't heard the news, Donald Trump has won in a landslide, people, and he will be the next president of the United States. And you may be asking yourself, Andrew, tell me, why did Trump win in a landslide? Well, allow me to give you my opinions. It's crazy. I think the Democrats lost it as much as Trump won it. Um, Kamala, I think, was a weak candidate. She didn't have a real primary. Nobody really voted for her. They didn't have a primary, so nobody knew like what she was all about. Because that's the whole point of a primary, is that you get to sort of define yourself. And they didn't do that for some weird reason. They thought that 100-year-old Biden could have ran for a second term, so they didn't get him to drop out sooner. And instead, they made a switch at the last minute, and they had to pick a candidate that nobody really wanted, and it was just all bad. It was just all bad, people. But yeah, no, I mean, Trump won fair and square. He's the first Republican in my lifetime to have won the popular vote. And that's kind of unheard of. When you think of like politics, Republicans and Democrats, like most of the Democrats' support is in like California, New York. They have more people. Generally, it's accepted that the Democrats are going to win the popular vote. They might not win the Electoral College, but they're going to win the popular vote. Not this time, And in the media, of course, they're making all these like claims like, oh, it's the Latino population let, Kamala down, and the, white women let Kamala down. I kind of reject that belief. I think it's a little offensive, honestly, and it's probably why it's that type of thinking that is why the Democrats lost, in my opinion. I mean, she was just a weak candidate. I mean, you can't be boring and inauthentic. I mean, if you are those things, you're just not gonna, sway, enough voters to win. I mean, it was just should be a referendum on the entire Democratic Party that they lost the popular vote to a guy like Trump who has terrible baggage. I mean, you have to look yourself in the mirror. And I really hope that's what happens, is that the Democratic Party, gets remade in a way. I think they could start with having a real primary next time, and letting the people pick their leaders. But yeah, no, Trump won. He's promised to do a major overhaul of a lot of agencies. Obviously he teamed up with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one of the greatest businessmen of all time, and it'd be kind of interesting to see what he can do with our government. Get rid of government waste, unnecessary departments. So I'm kind of excited for that. I think foreign policy wise, I think he's going to be good. Hopefully, I think with the Ukraine war, Trump will figure it out. And, with the Middle East thing, will he bring peace to the Middle East? Probably not, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, were you surprised what happened? I mean, I was, to be honest. I thought it'd be close. I didn't think Trump landslide was coming. I thought it was a possibility. I thought it was like a possibility there was a Trump landslide, possibility it was a narrow Trump win. Then I thought there was a possibility there was a narrow Kamala win. I didn't think there was a possibility she could win in a landslide. I didn't think so. But yeah, I mean, Trump won pretty convincingly. I don't think you can sit here and say it wasn't a landslide. And, I'm just disappointed in the Democrats. I think what they did could be considered political malpractice. I was saying this on a podcast months ago that I didn't really believe she could win. I didn't think it was a good idea to anoint her after Biden had to drop out. I thought we should have had a primary a couple months ago, to be honest. And for some reason, it's just like, in my opinion, Biden, when he was running for president in 2020, he made a promise when he got the nomination. that he was going to nominate a black woman as his running mate, because he's an old white guy, to balance out the ticket, get a black woman, right? But the problem with that is that there's not really a lot of black women even in this country. I mean, I want to say it's like, 5-6% of America. So, I mean, you're kind of like, picking from a small pool of potential candidates. And, he was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to be, I think, fair to, minorities. Generally, we've never had a black woman as vice president before. I mean, we had Obama as a black president, but black women haven't exactly been in power that much, right? So I appreciate what he did there, but the problem is that Kamala was just not very talented at being a politician, and it really didn't matter when she was vice president. But in the situation where Biden had to drop out and she actually had to, she had all this money that they raised. I heard they raised like $400 million worth of campaign donations that had to go to someone on the Biden-Harris ticket. And when Biden dropped out, it had to go to Harris. It was either if Harris had all this money or they were just going to have to, I don't know what they would have done with all that money, but that's essentially why she got the nomination, is because they'd raised all this money and they didn't, it had to go to someone. It was just the easiest option to allow her to run for president. But, I said on my pod months ago, I said, you end up hurting the people you're trying to help, because the only way you make real change in this country is if you win. You have to win first. You have to win first, and then you can make change. Okay, you can't virtue signal running for president because you might not win. Like, it's just not really a winning message, as we found out last night. So, in a way, we were trying to help minorities and women, and in the what actually happened was that they I don't know. Maybe Trump is going to look out for them. I hope he does. But, if you believe that the Democratic Party is more likely to help minorities and women, we should have tried to win first and then, do what we need to do. But yeah, no, let me know in the comments. Are you excited for this Trump presidency? Like I said, I think, him having Elon Musk, I think is going to be kind of cool. I think Elon's a good business person. I think he can eliminate a lot of unnecessary parts of our government and, make us a more lean, mean country. So anyways, guys, it's been real, and I'll catch you another time on Around the Reef.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.